Life might feel like it's falling apart right now, but what if I told you that this is your chance to rebuild everything better than before? So let's talk about how to unf your life, one step at a time. What's going on? It's your boy, Louis Ha Fa Sho. You know how we do. Welcome to BRINGTHESHREDS, where I'm going to show you how to get fit, one meal at a time. So before we get started on today's video, I gotta show you what I eat, because the first rule of unfing your life is changing your diet. So if you guys are into burgers and fries, this is kind of like my healthier alternative. It looks kind of crazy, but listen. All right, so right here I have 96.4 lean ground beef. I turned them into burger patties. And over here, you guys know me, I love my Applegate bacon. So Applegate is a little more expensive, but no preservatives, no not antibiotics. Is it? No hormones, that's what I meant to say. No sugar, so it's all good. And over here I have 2 eggs. Have you guys ever tried to put an egg on top of your burger? Oh, yo, game changer. So these right here are pasteurized eggs. Apparently they're more healthy for you, so that's what we have. And instead of the bun, I have 3 rice cakes. You might be wondering why 3 and not 2. And it's because I want to finish them before they expire. Sorry. And if you guys know me, I also love my fruit. So right here I have some cantaloupe on top, and then on the bottom I have some pineapple. Oh, yo. And before you guys complain that this is sugar, guys, this is natural sugar. It's not that stuff you find in like cereals, cookies, things like that. This is from the earth. And last but not least, instead of fries, I have these chips in the middle, but these aren't just any chips. These are plantain chips. Guys, I'm ready. And to wash it down today, I have LaCroix, lemon flavor. Got this at Costco. Because we all know Costco keeps the price low. I know life can be pretty overwhelming right now. Maybe you're currently in a rough spot or you're in a rut right now. Guys, trust me, I've been there. All right, guys, let's make a burger out of this. So I'm not gonna do like an original burger with like a patty on top and on bottom, because this is a rice cake and it's gonna get all over the place. So I'm gonna do it like a tostada. You guys know what tostada is? So we got the rice cake, the 96.4 lean ground beef, super lean, really good. And of course we gotta add a bacon, and let's get an egg on top. Oh man, guys, this is gonna be crazy. Here we go, guys. Oh, check this out. Healthy burger. Let's do this. So I feel like at this point we know that we kind of want to make a change in life, right? We don't want to be stuck in this rut forever. But let me just say, before you make any changes, kind of take a step back and reflect. Like, ask yourself, what's not working in my life right now? And like, what's causing you the most pain? I feel like identifying your problems first is like the first step towards making progress. All right, let's get some of these plantain chips, really good. Peep that crunch. Guys, these are like potato chips, only a lot healthier for you. They are cooked in palm oil. Some say it's good for you, so it's a win-win. So in order to get out of like a rut or like try to unscrew your life, I'm gonna say unscrew because I don't want to cuss on this channel. You gotta find like a purpose in life, right? Like, what drives you every day? And even for me, right? If you don't choose a path in life, the path is gonna choose you. You guys know what I'm saying? Let's get some of this drink. Oh yeah. An example is, if you guys kind of noticed, I like to eat healthier these days. Back in the day, I didn't really care. And because of that, I started gaining a lot of weight. I let myself go and I hated myself, right? So for me, I knew that if I wanted to make a change in my life, it had to start with the foods I ate. I hope that makes sense. And like I mentioned, I was just going through the motions in life. I didn't really have a purpose. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Yo, the yolk busted all over the place. But it was like that for me for most of my life. I had no direction, I had no drive, and I didn't really figure out what I wanted to do in my life, right? An example is, even when I was in college, I didn't really know what I wanted to be, which I think is like a lot of people. However, I picked my major based on what other people were picking. So like, I remember going to my counselor and she's like, hey, so what major do you want? Like, what do you want to do with your life? I'm like, I don't know. So then I would go to my friends like, hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're doing business. All right, I guess I'll do business. I didn't really have a path, so I just kind of followed everybody else. Let's get some of this bacon. And then even after I graduated, I had no real path in life. So instead of going towards a career that I was passionate about, I kind of just went for anything that would hire me. So I show up to the job fair on campus. Here's my resume with barely any experience on it, just hoping someone would just pick me up, not knowing what job I wanted or even really cared about. I was just trying to get paid, you know? But it took me a long time to kind of figure out what I really wanted in life. And it didn't just happen overnight. Sometimes you have to try different things to see what works, what doesn't. An example is after I left my corporate job, you guys know, right? I'm into fitness, I'm into healthy eating. So I thought, okay, why don't I give personal training a try? I love helping others, getting others in shape. So I was thinking maybe this is a good path for me, right? Turns out I really hated it. And it wasn't because I didn't like helping people get in shape. It was more the hours. Basically, when you're a personal trainer, it's more of a sales job. Like you have to convince other people to hire you. You have to work around their schedule. So maybe you have a client in the morning and then one at night. You have to like show up in the morning, train them. And then if you have nothing in between, you go home and they have to come back. Anyways, it was all a mess. I guess the point I'm trying to make is sometimes you have to try things and see if you like it or not. Just like personal training. All right, let's make another burger. This is really good. Bam. All right, this time let's put the bacon on top. Come on, guys, let's go. So my tip for you is don't try to change everything overnight because it's probably not gonna happen. I say this in every video, but kind of focus on the small wins. So like if you're trying to get back into shape, for instance, since we're talking fitness, instead of going to the gym 5-6 days a week, maybe just start off with a light walk outside or something. And if you're used to eating like junk food all day and you're trying to switch to like a more whole foods diet, instead of doing a complete 180, how about you give up the foods that make you gain weight, right? An example is my boy Jose. He's currently trying to lose weight. I don't think he would be exaggerating, but he said like 15 to 20 tortillas a day because he's Mexican. And he would drink like 5 to 6 regular cans of soda every single day. So can you imagine how many calories that is? But one thing he can't live without is rice and beans. So I'm saying, hey, just cut out the tortillas and the sodas for now. Keep the rice and beans. He's not doing a whole 180, but he's giving up the main ones that's causing him to gain weight. So for you, it could be anything as well, right? Let's say you're at a job that you hate, just like I was at. Why don't you start thinking about jobs that you do want to work at, and then during your free time, get those skills that can transition you from your old job to your new job. So for instance, what I did at my new job, or my last new job, because I wanted to get into like marketing, like digital marketing, I started to learn things on my own. So I learned how to create my own website, my own email list, my own social media pages. And then with those skills, I put on my resume and I started applying to more marketing jobs, right? And that's how I was able to land a job. You guys see what I'm saying? But like I said, it didn't happen overnight. Especially when you're brand new at something, you don't know what you're doing. So it took time for me to learn how to build a website. It took time to build my email list, getting people to sign up. Even this whole YouTube thing, right? When I first started, I didn't know what I was doing. So the point I'm trying to make is take it one day at a time. It's not gonna happen overnight. Another thing I talk about a lot is visualizing yourself as the person you want to become. What does this person do every day? How does this person think? And instead of just thinking about it, you can also write down or have like a vision board. Do you know about vision boards? So I currently have one in my room right now, and I'm not gonna lie to you and say I look at it every day, but from time to time, I do look at it. It just kind of reminds me of where I want to be in life, I know a lot of people do this. I don't do it personally, but I do something similar. Is you can start doing like a daily journal. Because I think the cool thing about journaling is, let's say you're writing it every day, right? And you do it for like a full year. And then next year you can look back on today, right? Yeah. And you can kind of see like how far you've came. Isn't that crazy? So like I said, I don't journal personally, but I do make these YouTube videos, right? I'm basically documenting my journey. So I can go back to my older videos and just see the progress I've made over time. Does that make sense, guys? And if I could be honest with you guys, there's always going to be setbacks, right? It's not going to be like a linear line. Is that the correct word? Linear? Like, you're not always going to progress. Success is like this. You guys know what I mean? So if you guys have setbacks, don't feel discouraged. Sometimes I feel discouraged as well. At the time of this filming, I have over 200 videos, maybe 210. And like, I haven't even hit 1,000 subscribers yet, right? The old me would have felt super discouraged. Like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. However, the new me, who cares? Think of it like this, guys. You guys know when you put like a seed in a pot and then you water it every day and you don't see the thing grow? You don't see the plant grow, right? Just because you don't see the plant grow yet, doesn't mean below the soil it's not doing its thing. You guys know what I mean? Does that make sense? I think you guys know what I mean. So even though you're working towards your goal every single day, but it doesn't look like you're progressing, just trust the process. These things take time. I always say this, but there's no such thing as an overnight success. Now, you might think there is. If you look at all these famous people, all these famous YouTubers, for example. Let's take Mr. Beast, for example. Before he was who he was, he made like the worst videos ever. I think he made up to like 1,000, right? Maybe not 1,000. But a couple hundred, and nobody's watching his videos. But he knew this was something he wanted to do for his whole life. So every time he filmed a video, he just tried to make it better and better. You know, every video he wanted to make it better than the last video. Whether it's the titles, the thumbnails, whether it's how he responded to the camera or whatever, right? He just kept going because he knew this was what he wanted. And somebody that watched him at his first 100 videos and he barely got any subscribers, he could easily say like, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm not that good, I quit. But he didn't, right guys? So again, guys, just take it one day at a time. Just because you don't see the progress at first doesn't mean it's not working. Even for me, sometimes I feel super discouraged. There's always that voice in the back of your mind that's just saying like, hey, like maybe it's time to grow up. Maybe it's time to get a real job. You're not getting any younger. You guys know that voice? Oh my God, that voice is so annoying. Like, yo, get out of here. So even though you're gonna have setbacks, it just depends on how you respond to it, right? Don't beat yourself up, just brush it off and get back on track. And like I said, guys, that negative thought in your mind is always gonna be there, I think, no matter what. That you're not good enough. Who do you think you are, right? That's a popular one. Who do you think you are? I say this, challenge that negative thought in your mind. So you know what? I know who I am. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man. Or woman, I'm sorry. But also I always say this, it's your mindset. It's the way you think sometimes. Like replace I'm not good enough with, hey, I'm not there yet, but I'm improving. You see that mindset shift? And no matter what, tell yourself you deserve success. And guys, you don't have to do this alone. Find like a support system. Even my friends right now, they're watching me at home. Hey guys, they watch my videos from the beginning. They know they're terrible, but they watch anyways. Thank you guys for the support. Surround yourself with people that uplift you. They don't talk behind your back. Honestly, those kind of friends, yo, just get rid of them. Like seriously, you'll be much happier and better off. And if you don't have that right now, there's always people online. I get comments from a lot of you guys at home and I'm super happy every time you guys comment. So what's up to you guys as well. And last but not least, I'm gonna leave with this. And that's the most important one, is take consistent action. You can visualize yourself all you want, make a vision board, journal every day, but if you don't take actions towards your goals, you're not really gonna go anywhere. Again, I always talk about this, the small wins. Even when things are tough and you're lazy and you don't feel like doing it, just think in the back of your mind that there's somebody out there that wants it as bad as you, or they're even hungrier than you. And it's up to you. Do you want to let them win, or do you want to be the winner? I know, it sounds kind of harsh, guys, but it's the truth. They always say life isn't easy, right? So yeah, consistency is key. Keep taking those small steps forward. And then over time, those small steps will lead to big changes.